Next question says, I'm hearing a lot about buffalo bars these days, and I'd like your opinion on it. I'm curious if you think it helps beat up shoulders, and if it does, how to use it during RTS guided programming. Um, I understand that it's not a replacement for fixing beat up shoulders. Also, what do you think of it for improving the bottom part of a lift for squat or bench? So, Buffalo bar, for those that don't know, it's a bar that's like has a gradual bend to it. I mean, it's not just a bent bar, but like that's how it's designed. It's designed with a gradual bend. Um, for the squat, I don't necessarily see how it helps with beat up shoulders in the squat, and I've had a few lifters tell me it makes it worse. Because if you think about it, the way that the bend is, your hands go from being up higher to being down lower, and that for most people is putting more torque on their shoulders, not less. So yeah, so I don't I don't see how it's going to help with your beat up shoulders in the squat. Although if you do it and it helps, then it helps. I'm not saying that it didn't. I do think that there's maybe some value to it for the bench press because it's a slight camber. A normal cambered bar is like a 4-inch camber, so you're going about 4 inches lower than chest level, and that's a little bit too much. In fact, usually when I use my cambered bar, I use a one board with it, so I cut it down to about 2 inches below chest level, and that seems to help. If you're using a buffalo bar, I'm not sure how much below chest level you're going to be going, but it'd be a little bit, and it wouldn't be 4 inches, so that could be useful. If you have one and you want to use it, you could use it as a replacement for feet up bench. You could use it for some of your 3-count pause bench. I wouldn't go nuts with it though. I would use it about 2 weeks out of every 8, and that would be about it. I found that it has a mild benefit. It's not magic. And now that's for the bench. For the squat, it's much more dependent on what you need. So for the squat, it doesn't necessarily help with anything. It's not a special exercise in itself. It's just a modification that's supposed to help with the exercise as it's supposed to be performed. So if it does, for some reason that I don't fully comprehend, help your beat up shoulders, then use it as needed. Clearly, you'll want to get back to a straight bar as your competition or testing day approaches. So make sure that you're giving yourself as much time as your shoulders can tolerate with a straight bar before you get back into a competition mode.